What's up, people, man? I hope you're all okay. Um, um, it's your boy Carlos Blue Forte, watching Blue Forte television. And of course, yes, I was a bit late with this review. Um, but yeah, we beat Burnley 2-0, got a clean sheet. I was there watching it. I was watching the game because it was on TNT Sports. So I had to go and find somewhere to go and watch it. I was watching it with another Chelsea fan, good friend of mine that plays at the same teammate, and we were surrounded by QPR supporters. But it was good. It was all good. QPR won as well. They beat Hull City. I think it was 3-2. But yeah, we beat Burnley, man, and we got a clean sheet, another clean sheet away from home. Pedro Neto scoring a goal in the 37th minute, and Enzo Fernandez scoring in the 88th minute. You know, I'm still obviously still elated over our win over Barcelona yesterday. We beat Barcelona 3-0. Um, an own goal from Gunde. Esteval scored, and I forgot the third goal. But, yes, we we beat them convincingly yesterday. Kukurea had Yamal in a he had him wrapped up, he had him tied up all game. So I wonder if he could do the same to Saka this Saturday. I'm not going to be overconfident, but yeah, Liam Delap scored in the 73rd minute as well. Sorry, to remember that. Esteval scored in the 55th minute, and Kunde got an own goal in the 27th minute. But yeah, we beat Barcelona yesterday. Um, I just sort of cover mainly the Premiership. I will, bring up, the Caribou Cup, FA Cup, and the Champions League. But I think our goal has to be primarily this competition. Yes, but mainly the Premiership. That's how I believe. That's what I believe we should be doing. Um, yeah, the game was good, man. What can I say? Just very calm, very well. We played very well defensively, and we just done our job. Burnley did cause us a few problems. They had quite a few chances on goal. Not that many, but in the first half they did for like the first 15 minutes after that own goal. Sorry, after the first goal, sorry, from Neto, um, it was plain sailing from there. We had them tied up. Kukurea as well played exceptional in that game, and he just keeps racking up tying up anybody down that right wing. He really ties them up, and he's been playing well. But yesterday, I was really impressed with us as well. We went on from that, another clean sheet as well. It's going to be great to boost our. Just happy, really, really happy with that. Um, uh, with that performance and the result and everything else. So it's not hopefully, I don't say hopefully anymore. We move onwards and upwards from here, and we have to win all our games. Basically, we're 6 points behind Arsenal, so a win over them would still be second, but 3 points behind them. Another win over Arsenal next year, I think we play next year in March, something like that, or April it might even be. Um, yeah, another win over them, obviously. But that's provided we keep winning and we keep getting clean sheets. It was a good performance. I don't want to dwell on it too much. People seem to have forgotten. We played um, really well, and looked quite comfortable in there, yeah, on the pitch actually. Um, yeah, the other results: Bournemouth and West Ham was to finish 2-2. Callum Wilson scoring in the 11th minute and the 35th minute. Uh, West Ham were 2-0 up at half time. I did say that I thought Bournemouth would either draw or beat West Ham. I thought they would beat them, really. Tavernier got a penalty in the 69th minute, and you now got a goal in the 81st minute um, to draw a level for Bournemouth. But I thought Bournemouth had enough in the locker to really cause West Ham problems. But yeah, West Ham away from home, their away form is a bit strange. Like they can do things away from home, but their home form has not been that good at all. Brighton and Hove Albion, they beat Brentford 2-1. I did say that would happen. Um, Igor Thiago scored a penalty in the 29th minute for Brentford to make them 1-0 up before half time. And then Welbeck scored in the 71st minute, as well as Hinshelwood. He scored in the 84th minute to take, Brighton, to gift Brighton 3 points. But I knew that Brighton, even though it would be a tough game against Brentford, I knew that Brighton would do their thing. Fulham and Sunderland, I did say Fulham would beat Sunderland. It was 0-0 at half time. And right in the 84th minute, Jimenez scored a goal to make Fulham go 1-0 up. And they finished the game. They saw the game out. So that was good for them. Shock of the week. I said, shock of the weekend was this game. I thought Liverpool would beat Nottingham Forest. There's no way I saw Nottingham Forest beating Liverpool. It was Nottingham Forest were 1-0 up at half time due to a goal from Moreno. Crazy from Liverpool, man. Crazy performance. And listen, in the second half, we saw Savona scoring a goal in the 46th minute, and Gibbs White scored a goal in the 70th minute to take Nottingham Forest to 3 goals, and they got 3 points there. But yeah, that was definitely the upset, or at least one of the upsets of the weekend. Wolves were beaten by Crystal Palace. It was 0-0 at half time. I did say that Palace would beat Wolves. I think Wolves definitely are the first candidate for relegation. Munoz scoring in the 63rd minute, and Pino scoring 6 minutes later in the 69th minute to take Crystal Palace 2-0 up. That was a good game. And the last game on Saturday was Newcastle United versus Man City. That was probably one candidate for upset of the weekend as well, let's be honest. But Newcastle are a better team than Nottingham Forest. Harvey Barnes scoring in the 63rd minute because it was 0-0 at the time. Ruben Diaz scoring in the 68th minute to draw level for Man City. And then Harvey Barnes again in the 70th minute to take Newcastle 2-1 up. And yeah, what can I say, man? I really didn't see that happening this weekend. Yeah, those two, the Liverpool loss and the Man City loss, but it's they done us some favors there. It was really good, actually, a really weekend it turned out to be. Sunday was Leeds United versus Aston Villa. I said that Aston Villa would beat Leeds, and they did. Leeds were 1-0 up by Matra goal in the 8th minute. And then Rodgers scored a free kick, beautiful free kick in the 48th minute in the second half to draw level. And then he scored another goal in the 75th minute. Or it might have been the other way. No, it was the free kick first. Yeah. Rodgers is, yeah, man. he's the real deal as well, man. He's a really good player. That was a good, definitely a good result for Aston Villa. Arsenal beat Tottenham 4-1. I was hoping Tottenham could do us a favour and beat Arsenal. But they were just in like first gear for the whole of the game. Never really came out. Um, I think it was Eze. No, it was Trossard first in the 36th minute, and then Eze in the 41st minute to make Arsenal 2-0 up. And then it was Eze again right at the beginning of the second half in the 46th minute to put them 3-0 up. And then Richarlison scored. Beautiful goal as well, beautiful chip from quite a long distance out to sort of give Tottenham a glimmer of hope. But it just ended up being a consolation goal. That was in the 55th minute. And then Eze finished his hat trick off in the 76th minute to make Arsenal win 4-1. So Arsenal 6 points ahead, deservedly. And that was it. Yeah, the London derby, should I say. Arsenal got the back. Tottenham again. They're 6 points ahead. So we got on Monday, it was Man United versus Everton. Another shock. Not really, I wouldn't say a shock win, but Everton away from home against United, you'd expect United to do their thing, to cap it, to take 3 points. Keenan Dewsbury Hall scored a goal in the 29th minute. And yeah, there was a red card before that with Guille. In the 13th minute, he got a card for striking out at his player. I don't feel that Michael Keane should have put his hands on him in the first place. He did lash out and got a red card, but I just think that's crazy. I think both of them should have been given a yellow, or if that was the case, then both should have got a red. Silly conduct, and I don't know why Michael Keane did that. I don't know what he was thinking. If he just thought that he was just going to push Guille or whatever and try to bully him or whatever because he's smaller. My man just slapped his face, boy. He nearly slapped the taste out of his mouth. Be careful with that. I don't believe in teammates thinking that they put hands on other teammates, because when you get punched up, then at the end of the day, you've got nobody to itself. That topped it up. But for us, man, I mean, getting back to us and the 2-0 victory. We've got a lot of still a little bit of work to do, but we're definitely on good form, and we've definitely corrected ourselves defensively from the cup game against the Caribou Cup game against Wolves, which is where I felt like it was 4-3. We won it 4-3, but we was definitely very cagey, very nervy in defense. And since that game, we've done really, really well defensively and everything else. Sanchez was in goal, Cucurella on the left back, Chalobah left central defender, Tosin right centre back. We had James captain in the side as well. I think that makes a big difference as well. I'm glad that he's back. Just in great form. He came off at 45 minutes. I guess he was rested for the Barcelona game. But yeah, he was at Fernandez right central midfield, Santos left central, Gittins played on the left wing, Pedro in the 10, and Nato on the right wing with the left front. Um, for Burnley, it was the Brathwaite in goal, Walker, um, Juan Zebi, right centre back, Esteve, left centre back. Hartman was at left back. Florentino was three-man midfield on the left. Cullen was in the centre. Ogachukwu was on the right of that, and then they had three attacking players. Anthony as sort of the left striker, Fleming in the middle, Charchuna, sorry, in on the right. And yeah, Burnley usually quite a solid side, but definitely that was a good win for us all round. We didn't need to use Garnacho, Estevan, Chimpong, Caicedo, Hato, or Jorgensen. Badiashile came on for, who did he come on for? He come on for Reece James, I think it was. Malo Basto come on the 67th minute for the lap. So obviously Pedro went front, Fernandez in the 10, you know the rest. Gallo in the holding position. No, Gallo went on, sorry, Basto went, I said Gallo, you know, Malo went on the right. Reese went in the holding position. And Guiu also come on the 76th minute for Pedro. So, yeah, man. What can I say? We done what we done. No injuries, come through the game really strong. And like I said, I'm still elated over victory over Barcelona yesterday. A lot of people were acting like it didn't happen. Like people have just gone back to their normal daily lives, forgetting what we done. We done our thing, man. This weekend as well, there's no Monday games. There's only one 12 o'clock kickoff on Sunday, the 30th. But let me start with Saturday, on the 29th. We've got Brentford versus Burnley, kicking off at 3 o'clock. Man City versus Leeds United at 3. Sunderland versus Bournemouth at 3 o'clock. Everton, they're hosting Newcastle United 5:30. Tottenham also, they've got the evening kickoff. They're against Fulham, so there's a London derby. That's kicking off at 8 o'clock. Everton and Newcastle, that game's on Sky. Tottenham and Fulham, that game's on Sky. All the rest that I mentioned are not on Sky. Then they're not televised either. On Sunday, it's Palace that have got the 12 o'clock against Man United. That's on TNT Sports. So just make a note of that. If you haven't got TNT Sports, you might have to go and watch that somewhere. Aston Villa, Nottingham Forest, and West Ham. So they're all kicking off at 2 o'clock. Aston Villa are hosting Wolverhampton Wanderers. Nottingham Forest are hosting Brighton and Hove. And West Ham United are hosting Liverpool. And obviously, the game of the weekend is the second of the London derbies. Obviously, Tottenham are hosting Fulham on Saturday, which is on Sky. And also, it's us, Chelsea, against Arsenal, kicking off 4:30. That's live on Sky Sports. All the other games as well, Villa, Wolves, Nottingham Forest, Brighton, West Ham, Liverpool, those are on Sky as well. So that'll be a super Sunday. Other than, well, it's not really a super Sunday. They should be showing Palace and United, but it will still be a super Sunday anyway. Those 4 games. TNT are showing Palace and United. Sky are showing Tottenham and Fulham and Everton and Newcastle and all the rest. And not televised this week. So, yeah, I'm going to do a video on possibly on Friday night, Friday evening. and I'll get that out. But yeah, congratulations to Chelsea. Onwards and upwards, as I always say. Just move on. And yeah, we got Arsenal next Saturday, and I'm excited for that. I'm really, really excited for that. Because history repeats itself. Um, boy, we're going to be in for a treat. So, listen, I'm going to leave it there. Um, yeah, congratulations, Chelsea, for beating Burnley first of all, making us making our season, our title hopes alive again, and hopefully, not hopefully, definitely, we will now keep the momentum. I don't think we're going to be scared of many teams now after yesterday's victory of Barcelona. So hopefully we could take all that confidence, the clean sheet, everything, and do our thing against Arsenal. So I'm gonna leave it there. And yeah, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Share the video, like it, comment on it, and yeah, I'll be back for another one on Friday. All right. Have for those of you that celebrate Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving. I'm out.